In the Gospels, Jesus would add a concept to Scripture when he quoted Deuteronomy and said, love God, but he said, love God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. In the original, mind was not a concept that was used in the ancient Hebrew in the original quote, but Jesus adds to that and really articulating like, hey, we need to be, as Paul would say, transformed by the renewing of our minds. Thousands of years before modern neuroscience would say, actually, that's what happens. The more that what we think about and what we meditate on and what we dwell on actually rewires and wires the circuitry of how our brains operate. And that transforms us in some way biologically to be more in line with the love of Christ and the character of God. But that comes from meditating on His words day and night, by praying in our life and abiding in His presence. But we need to exercise a mind that's in love with God. And so, do we talk about Jesus? And when we don't have to think about anything, what do we think about? Do we think about God? When we are day in and day out in our life, is He someone that our minds are constantly growing in our understanding and appreciation, and through that our experience of awe and wonder can grow? But are we exercising that mind and love with God? And in our discipleship, are we pushing our guys or gals to have a mind in love with God that will push them to greater heights and depths of understanding, not as an intellectual exercise so that they can be proud, but through that they can be full of the wonder of Christ and of the awe of His salvation in their lives, and be transformed by the renewing of their mind and dwelling on what is good and pleasing and perfect in Him and through Him, transforming their lives as a result.